What's up, tea drinkers? Who's ready to spill? Welcome to The Tea with KG, hosted by your girl, Kaylee Grace. Here you'll find your weekly boost of real talk mixed with laughter, healing, and all of those vulnerable, messy moments in between. The Tea with KG is a safe space for you to show up exactly as you are. We are here to share real-life stories from around the globe and be a community of love, joy, and celebrating life. This is a real deal show, so there will be coarse language and sensitive topics discussed. The most beautiful stories oftentimes emerge from the darkest of places, and we're here to explore it all. There's room for everyone at this tea time, so grab your drink of choice, spark it up, or just relax and soak it up. Cheers, and let's spill. What's up, tea drinkers? We are back with another episode of The Tea with KG. I'm your host, Kaylee Grace. We are here to spread the sparkle. What is up on this Tea Time Tuesday? I am so happy to be back with all of you. It was a lovely week off last week, but I am so excited to be back in action, spreading the love and light to all of my beautiful listeners. I appreciate each of you so much. I want to express my thanks and gratitude always to each person who tunes in, whether you're listening via podcast platform, maybe you're watching on YouTube. However you consume The Tea with KG, I appreciate you, I see you, and it always just means so much to me to have you tune in each week. So, expressing my gratitude to each and every one of you. I feel like the summer is just flying by for everyone in the world who is in summertime season right now. I know in places like Australia, it's opposite. So, if you are in your summer season, let me know. Are you feeling it? Like, I feel like it is just going so fast. I'm like, no, slow down. But I feel like that's how it is as well, for sure for me. As I get older, I'm just like, why does time go so fast? Like, I blink and then it's like, oh, summer's over. Okay. Not that we're there yet. We're not going to rush time away. But I just feel like it's already July and I'm like, huh? Where did this time go? But I hope wherever you are in the world, you've got some nice weather, get some sunshine, bask in that light and all the goodness. So I am super excited. We've been cooking up some amazing things over here at The Tea with KG. We've got some more magical guests coming up. I cannot wait for their episodes to come out and for everyone to just feel their beautiful energy. So keep your eyes peeled. We've got guests to come in. We've got more guests that we need to schedule in. It is an always flowing cycle when it comes to our guests, and slowly but surely I get through the inbox. So if you have sent me a message about anything with the podcast, bear with me. I will get to you. If you are looking to get in touch with me a little faster, DMing me either on Instagram or sending me an email to theteawithkg@gmail.com. That's the fastest way to get in touch with me. I don't check Facebook as often on my tea page, so that's actually reminding me that I need to go over there and check and see if there's any inboxes waiting. But yes, if you have been looking to get in touch, just try one of those platforms and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Speaking of amazing guests, one of our faves is coming back, Sex with Shauna. You know it, our girl. We are recording next week. I'm so excited. Her special series episode is going to be coming out in August. It is Anal August, so all about that booty, rocking everywhere. I can't wait to hear all about the amazing things Shauna's been up to. This girl has had so much happening, lots of excitement, lots of announcements, so well deserved. This girl works so hard and I'm so excited to see all these beautiful opportunities coming her way. So we are so lucky to have our girl back with us. So keep your eyes peeled for August. We're going to have another amazing episode. Lots of information, lots of education, a little bit of fun in there. Who are we kidding? A lot of fun. We love to have some fun with all of our episodes here. So make sure you keep an eye out. And if you were looking to check out Shauna before that, check out Fraser Valley Sex Therapist on Instagram as well as Facebook. Shauna's always putting out amazing content. So if you're excited and you've already heard all of her episodes, make sure you check out her social media because our girl is always putting out more good information intuition over there as well. So if you follow me over on Instagram, every Monday, for the most part, I always share JVN's little motivational reel. I friggin' love it. It's always, "You're a hot slut," followed by motivational words. And yesterday's reel, so you can go check it out over on JVN's IG, it was so dead on, so synchronized with what I've been feeling, what people I know have been feeling, what I know the collective is feeling just energetically, with what the planets are doing, all of the things. And yeah, the basic gist of the reel today was you're brave enough to know when it's time to try something new, you're patient enough to know when it's time to grow through the discomfort, and if you're not sure, you're wise enough to know when to check in with your intuition. And I just really loved it. And I was like, wow, like it always amazes me when the universe just synchronizes so hardcore. And like everything JVN said on that, I was like, legit, things I've been talking about with my friends, things I've been feeling myself for the past little bit. And I just love when spirit, divine, whatever you want to call it, shows you those little synchronicities. And it's like, okay, yes, okay, I hear you, honey. I hear you. I know it's time to spread those wings, try something new. So yeah, I just really feel like this collective purging and just letting go, whether that be energetically, whether it be people, a job, where you live, how you live your life, how you eat, how you move your body, whatever it may be. I just feel like not only myself, but like I said, the collective, it's just this huge energetic shift. And it makes sense. I mean, we had our full moon in Capricorn July 3rd. So with that full moon, it was all about starting something new and finding that balance between the Cancer season and that gentle nudge of your intuition and that Capricorn energy, which always provides lots of oomph and ambition to take strategic aligned actions. And the thing is, when it comes to full moons or retrogrades, the planets moving, all of the things, it's not just on that day that may be the energy. It can be leading up to it. It can be even lingering afterwards. So like anything with energy, take it as it resonates with you and what are you feeling in this moment, right? Because let's just say you didn't feel that way on July 3rd. Doesn't mean that it's not coming, or maybe it's just going to feel different for you this time. Try not to think too much about it. But if any of this, you're like, yes, yeah, that's me right now, I feel that, then it's for you. We also had the 777 portal on Friday, so it was July 7th, 2023. If you take the number 2023 and break it down, it equals 7. So 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7. If you're into tarot and numerology and things like that, that'll be, you won't even need me to explain that. You'll be like, oh yeah, totally, got it. But if that's new to you, if you're looking at numerology and the tarot, things like that, it's always breaking the number down to that one singular digit from that big long number. So you may find yourself doing that now. If you see multiple numbers, you're like, ooh, what's that break down to? I know for me, I always do it. And I'm like, ooh, all the synchronicities, all the number magic. I love it. So yeah, the 777 portal day was a beautiful, beautiful portal. It was all about personal growth, shedding old beliefs and patterns, and embracing new perspectives. So as you can see, like all of these things are all interlinked, they're all intermingled, it all flows together. And it's just, again, it's so fascinating to me because I really do feel these things right now. It's like I can feel that energetic shift. I can feel myself needing to let go of certain things. And again, logically, I feel like a lot of these things, I'm like, oh yeah, I've known this for a hot minute that this is not serving me. Oh my God, my ear is ringing right now. And I'm like, okay, spirit, I feel you. Okay, it just stopped. Wow, that was crazy. But yeah, it's things I've known that I've needed to let go of. And it's just always wild to me how divine timing truly is everything. Like, even though sometimes we know an answer, like, we may fight against it, or it might not be the right time, or we may need to get our ducks in a row, or whatever the case may be, however that fits into your current life, your current scenario, because energy is fluid and all of this is just kind of a collective thing. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's applying to you. But if it does, if you're hearing things that resonate, it's for you. So yeah, just collectively, I really am feeling that shift, and it's awesome, and I'm welcoming it because it's like, all right, honey, time to get real with yourself. If you want your life to look different, you've got to start doing things differently. And it's just nice when you finally feel that energy coming back to you, or you're like, yes, here's some motivation. And you can feel things lifting and energy shifting and things, working through, doing that shadow work. And I know for me, like, I feel when I'm going through those sticky spots, I'm like, my mood might shift more. I might need more rest. All different things. There may be more chance for miscommunication and more heightened emotions during this time, but I know it's my spirit and my body. It's like energetically ascending and elevating to that next phase of my life path, my soul path. So even though it's really weird sometimes when these shifts happen and you just kind of feel that mood shift and like just that energy shift, it's just the only way to say it. When you feel those things, do a little check-in like with yourself. And if you are interested in astrology and how energy and the planets and everything like that kind of coincides and goes together, go on YouTube. I mean, find different podcasts. Listen to the Tea with KG. Just kidding. But go find those resources to learn more about it. Of course, be discerning with what you read. Make sure you find good sources, good information, because as we know, the internet, anyone can put anything out there. So like I said, make sure it's quality sources you're looking at, but just dive into it. Find what resonates with you. And I often find when you start the spiritual journey, what's meant for you will pop up. Like, I love YouTube for that because, it shows you stuff, of course, based on algorithm purposes. But the way my mind works, I'm like, I think, yeah, of course, I know logically it's definitely that, but I believe that how do they pick this random channel? Like, why did this channel of all the channels pop up for me? So I like to think of it that way. And I think as well, when you click on different readers or different YouTubers, whatever, you'll feel it. You'll be like, yeah, I like this person's vibe. We resonate. I want to listen to what they have to say. And if they're not your vibe, you'll know that pretty quick too. I have listened to countless readers on YouTube, and the ones that resonate with me, I know it really fast and it feels right. And it doesn't mean every single reading they do will be for me. No way. But when it is for you, it's so dead on. You're like, yes. Absolutely. So that's just a way, if you're curious about it, you haven't really dived in, but it's always something that has popped into your head or you want to learn more about, just go check it out that way and you will find the right people for you. So yeah, if you've been feeling all of those shifts like I've been feeling, and it's so weird because sometimes, like, sure, you're like, okay, yeah, I know what it is that needs changed, or I know what I need to release. And sometimes it's like a jumbled up mess. You may be like, yeah, well, this needs to, I don't know about this, still trying to figure this out. Take the pressure off yourself. Whatever jumps out at you immediately, yes, your intuition's like, hey, this right here. But if there's other stuff and it's just still jumbled, it's not clear, let yourself have time with it. It just might not be the right divine timing to really dive into that and look at it and work through it and release it. But it's great to have the awareness, right? Self-awareness is always the first step. What did I share? Hang on, I have to go look at something I shared. Oh, awareness is healing. I saw that today on Instagram and I was like, hell yeah. Let's actually take a look at it and read it. This is from the account. It's called Rewilding for Women. I really like this account. It posts a lot of really cool stuff. So the caption says, something I've learned about healing. It can be quicker and easier than we think. It can be quicker than it used to be, and it can be easier than we're used to. It can be as simple as bringing awareness. It can be recognizing our deepest fears. It can be inviting our fear up to the light. We don't want our fears controlling us. We don't want our fear holding us back, limiting our lives, wrecking our relationships, causing havoc in our career, or affecting our capacity to make money and grow our business. We can love them out, witness them with love, literally just love the fear. And then we transmute them, alchemize them, shift them. When you could hold this space for yourself, you don't need another person to heal you. Just give your fear some space, love it, and turn it over. So that I really love, because sometimes I think, again, we overcomplicate things, or we're like, oh, I'm not there yet, or I don't know. That I think comes back to fear. When in reality, you are smart enough. You do know. You do know. You don't have to question that. Like, you do know. And I feel like sometimes I say this just as much for myself as I do for you guys. It's just, we have to give ourselves more credit and be like, you know what? No, I do know what's right for me right now. And if there's things I'm still fuzzy on and I'm not sure, I'm going to leave those and come back to them. But the things I do know are a hell yes or a fuck no. I'm going to move forward accordingly. So yeah, what I really loved about that post and that caption, again, I just feel like it really ties into everything we're talking about right now. It's about, once you're aware of these things, witness them, love them, shift them. And that's what we're talking about with the purging of energy and the letting go, and really taking your personal growth and shedding those old belief patterns and embracing that new. That's what it's all about at this time. And I feel like, enjoying that happy, fun summer energy vibe is very rejuvenating in itself. And I mean, maybe it's because I live in Canada and we need the vitamin D with the sun. So everyone who lives in a sunny place all the time, enjoy that vitamin D that you get from that sun. I know for me, I definitely need sunshine. I don't mind a rainy day here and there, but too much doom and gloom definitely affects me. I go off and I'm like, why was I even talking about that? Why are we talking about the sun? Oh my God, Office fans. I'm going to say a quote. If you are a true Office fan, you know it. It's when Gabe is like, shut up about the sun. Shut up about the sun. I feel like I recently was talking to a friend about that, and it just makes me laugh so hard. I feel like that whole show, it just always makes me laugh. But let's bring it back in about our shifting, about our growing and releasing. And I think fear, I'm so happy I decided, like, I'd read that caption earlier when I posted it, but I'm glad I reread it for everyone here. And I really hope something that was said resonates with you. Growth is attainable for everyone. If you choose that path, it's not one size fits all kind of deal. It's all very individualized. You may share certain aspects of your journey with others, but no matter what, it is your journey and yours in its own unique, beautiful, messy, awesome way. So own it, love it, and just keep moving forward. Even though sometimes it may feel like one step forward, two steps back, just keep on going. Hang on to those glimmers and keep moving forward through your life. And it's okay if that speed is not what you want it to be. Again, I feel like I need to tell myself that just as much as I'm sure someone else needs to hear it. But I am the queen of wanting the things now and seeing the big picture now and being like, well, I want to be there now. Oh my God, all these little things I have to do to get there are so overwhelming, and I don't know how to do all these little steps, but I know the end result and I know where I want to be here. So if you're like that at all, we need to take a breath, go with the flow, take action, co-create, release control. When you get burnt out or whatever the case may be, you'll go to a coping mechanism. That might be disassociating. It might be only having energy to binge Netflix all night because you're so drained from your day. Ultimately, I love a good Netflix moment. I love movies and TV shows. I think that form of entertainment's great. But I also do know the difference within myself when I'm using that for entertainment. I don't want to say reward, but sometimes I do have to look at it like this will be my reward when I get my work done. There is a difference between that or when you're just numbing. You know what I mean? Like when you're just totally zoned out, you might be on your phone at the same time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think, again, it's about balance and about finding healthy ways to have it all. But you know what I mean. Healthy ways to enjoy that part of your life, but also take action to have the life of your dreams. Like if you're in a place that you don't want to be in your life, and I don't mean that necessarily physically, it could be physically, maybe you want to move, but I just mean how you live your life, what you do for your job, what you eat every day, like whatever it is in your life that you feel is not in alignment with your true calling and your highest good. It's time to take a look at that area of your life. And maybe you've been taking a look at this area of your life for literal years. That's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Keep looking. Don't give up. It can sometimes feel like the easiest thing is to give up. but don't allow that fog to weigh you down. Get back up, get out of the darkness, bloom like that lotus, and remember your purpose. Remember why you're here. And maybe you're still discovering your purpose. And I think as we grow and evolve, like our purpose can also grow and evolve. Maybe something we never thought was possible is where we'll eventually be. I think that's just such a beautiful aspect of life, right? So don't give up on yourself and allow fear to hold you back. And I know that's kind of a cliche thing to say, but it really is true. Fear is such a catalyst for so many destructive behaviors within us. And if we can look it in the eye and give it a hug, love it, understand it, and then work past it, we can get where we want to be in life. And I really hope that any of the things that I've said today have sparked a little bit of excitement within you, a little motivation, a little bit of compassion and love, and just knowing that wherever you find yourself at right now, that's okay. It's okay. Even if it feels weird and sticky and you're like, ugh, hate it, hates it. Sex and the City fans, you'll know that one. We love Anthony. But it's true. Like, I get it. I totally get it. But the only way out of that phase is to start looking at and embracing new things. And if what we're currently doing isn't working for us anymore, then that means we got to do something different. And it doesn't mean, totally change every single thing in your entire life, because that may not be maintainable. Again, I feel like that's something I would want to do. We're going to change everything all at once. But no, let's not do that. Let's do one step at a time, one little piece of love to yourself at a time. And when we release the fear, step into our truth, that's what we're doing. We're showing love to ourselves, we're showing love to our spirit, and we're showing love to everybody around us, because we are owning our light. We are shining our light. Benson just did a little shake there. He is feeling it. Ultimately, now he's getting some water. If you can hear that, I hope you enjoy. Benson's never too far. But like I said, if we can celebrate our light and shine it and not hide it, that's how we can write the biggest love letter in the world to ourselves and to all those around us, because I know it can be far too easy to want to hide. Again, I've done it myself. And sometimes you need the quiet time, you need the introspection. But when you can feel the shimmer coming back, let her shine, honey. To wrap it all up, I hope that something I said today has resonated with you, sparked your joy, made you feel excited for life and motivated. And just know you're not alone. Wherever you're at on your journey is okay, and own it and just put one foot in front of the other. You got this. You are incredible, and you are worthy of everything in this lifetime. So to end our Tea Time Tuesday today, I thought I would do something a little different. I have Oracle cards. I've had them for years. And I wanted to just do a little shuffle. You can probably hear me doing that right now. And just pull a card for us to end our podcast episode with today. So I'm going to just keep on shuffling and just kind of see if something flies out. Oh, these cards are excited here. Okay, here we go. So we got the Observer card. So the essential meanings with this one is perspective. When it comes to your life, it's all about looking at things from a different perspective and trusting in the divine that everything will work out as planned when we release control. So again, that really ties into what we were talking about in today's episode with looking at things through a new lens, releasing those old belief patterns. And that's what's up. So thank you, Spirit, for those confirmations and all those synchronicities. I'm truly grateful. I am also truly grateful for all of the beautiful listeners. I want to thank you again so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all of the listens, the downloads, the views, the subscribes. If you're on YouTube, go check out my channel. It's just called Kaylee Grace, but you can find all of the Tea with KG podcast episodes over there. Subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the notification bell if you never want to miss another video. If you listen via podcast platform, we are everywhere, so make sure you give us a review. Appreciate every one of them. And if you're on socials, I am on Facebook, Instagram, and I also just hopped on the Threads train. So still kind of figuring that one out. I'm not really a Twitter person, so Threads is kind of, I'm observing, just like that card. I am being an observer right now. I've posted a couple things, but nothing in depth, but it's interesting. I still am not in a habit of really checking it too often, so IG is usually where you can find me. So I want to send love and light to each and every one of you as you take on this week. Remember, you got this. You are brave enough to know when it's time to try something new, and you're patient enough to know when you need to grow through the discomfort. And when you're not sure, check in with that intuition, just like JVN said. So go enjoy your day. Remember, you are a badass, and we will see you next week.